Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good Friday morning to you. It is cold here in Central Texas. I think it's about 38 degrees and I have very little heat. I have a burner on. It's 58 degrees in here. It's pretty cool, okay? But anyway, that's off-grid boondocking, whatever, dry camping Rusty freezing his butt off. There's a price to pay for everything, right? But anyway, what else is going on? Hey, Google, tell us a joke.
Okay, here you go. How many teenagers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Whatever.
I hear you. Hey, Google, good morning.
Hi, Rusty.
Hi.
The time is 6:45 a.m. Currently in 78611 it's 42 and clear. Today, it'll be mostly sunny, with a forecasted high of 73 and a low of 53. Have a nice day.
You too. Anyway, it's 42 in Burnett, and it's 38 out here in the country, which it's about normal. We're usually about 5 degrees cooler, 4 or 5 degrees cooler. But anyway, this is day 5 of off-grid boondocking, and so far everything's going okay, other than it got a little cooler than I thought it was going to get. And that's not a big deal. It'll warm up quick as soon as the sun comes up, and I'll be fine. And it's warming up now because I've got the little burner on, which is good. And hey, Google, what's the temperature in Alamogordo, New Mexico?
The temperature in Alamogordo right now is 37.
So it's the same here as it is in Alamogordo. Cold, to me. And what else? Hey, Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The temperature in Bangor right now is 31.
See, we're almost as cold as Bangor, Maine. Amazing. But anyway, why do I ask about Bangor, Maine? I have no clue. I have no clue at all. It just fell out of my, it went off up here and out it came. But anyway, got some comments here, got quite a few, so let's get at them. This is Gun Laws Texas, MMP Cody. Very excellent video. I bet YouTube will demonetize this video, but it might stir up some comments. Actually, it's a pretty simple, straightforward video. I just wanted people to know that in Texas, if you're traveling and you don't have a gun permit in Texas, you can have a pistol or whatever in your car seat, in the passenger seat, as long as it's concealed, as long as it's covered. That's all. That was my only point. Wasn't a lengthy discussion of Texas gun laws or gun laws in general, but I guess the word G-U-N just freaks everybody out now. Anyway, Josh Jason, comment call. What areas out west is there potential for damaging hail? Is it a certain time of year or certain elevation? Is there anything you have to do to protect your rig if an unexpected hailstorm is headed your way? Your experience on this topic will be appreciated. It's, what areas? Well, whenever you get up around 4,000 or 5,000 feet in the spring, like April, May, maybe June too, sometimes those little thunderstorms can generate some hail, that's for sure, because I've been caught in a couple of them. And yeah, I got in one time. The hailstones were about that big around. I mean, they were big as a little bigger than a golf ball. Yeah, and it totaled my RV and damaged my truck. But be that as it may, it says what areas, I don't know. There's probably several. As long as you get around 4,000 feet or so in the springtime and there's a thunderstorm coming, you watch it, because if there's some pink coloring in it, then you've got hail in that cloud. You can tell. You look at the clouds, and if they look really weird and funny, and have a pinkish tint to them, then they're carrying some hailstones. And what happens is that hail keeps going back up and getting bigger and bigger and bigger until finally it gets so big it can't be held up there anymore, and here it comes. But it says, is there anything you can do to protect your rig? Well, yeah, there is. If you can hook up quick and get the heck out of there, that's the greatest thing you can do. Because you've got a smartphone. Just look at the weather radar and see how you can go around it. But anyway, other than that, you're stuck. Again, what areas, elevation over 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet, you better be careful. But anyway, having said that, let's go to Joyce Jason. He says, comment call. He says, have you seen the Lucy Light 2.0 that can also charge a cell phone? Quite pricey, though, at $35. All it is a Lucy Light with a big battery. Yeah, I looked at it. Thank you for the link. And I don't need it. I've got plenty of places to charge my cell phone and laptop, so I'm good with that. But I have to tell you, that Lucy Light, and I don't know if any of you guys, all you guys are familiar with it, but the Lucy Light is, give it a 10, man. No, that thing works. It's worth its weight in gold. It puts out a nice, soft light. It's a good light, and it's bright enough to read by if you wanted to. And it's also, just a good light. And I think I paid $15 for mine. It doesn't have the charger thing on it where you can charge. Mine is just totally solar. You can set mine under the LED lights inside the RV, and it'll charge a little bit, but it'll charge a lot quicker in the sunlight. But no, it's great. And I have to tell you something else about it. I've learned about boondocking and so forth, is these LED lights are worth their weight in gold, because my lead acid battery is still at 80, nearly 90%. And I bet this is the 5th day I haven't charged the LED or the lead acid battery at all. Of course, the only thing I'm running inside the RV is the LED lights. Occasionally I use the 12-volt water pump, and then occasionally I'll run the Max Air Max fan. But I mean, that's very little, but it's working, guys, so far. Here we go. This is Avlisk on gun laws. It says, look out for New Jersey. Read about Shaneen Allen. She informed the cops that she had a gun in her car, as she was taught to do in her home state of Pennsylvania, and New Jersey immediately arrested her and threw her in jail. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Why would you throw a person that's doing no harm in jail? Never mind. Bill K. Gun law is good information, Rusty. Thanks for posting it. You're welcome. This is Paul Harrington. Thanks for the info, Rusty. You're welcome. That's on gun laws. And this is Crypto Anarchy. It says, God bless America and long live the Second Amendment. And as always, like a diamond in a goat's rear. I like that. A friend of mine used to say that all the time. Solar boondocking. Pinocchio's got nothing on you. I think I saw your nose growing when you spoke about the t-shirt. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, I was just kidding, man. Do you really think I could make a t-shirt? Come on. You got to know when I'm joking, right? Gun laws. The best part of Texas is the fact that you can pass it. Well, Sam, if you don't like Texas, don't come here, okay? I don't know where you live, but you can pass any state you want to pass. It's your life. You know what I mean? You're in charge of it. You can drive around the United States if you want to. Angela Williams, gun laws, newsflash, once they run your driver's license number, your concealed carry license popped up as if you have one, and that's when their attitude changes. Oh, my family are police and military, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, thank you, Angela. Yes, but you got to know, they know more about you than you do when they get to your car. Gun laws, Sue Sprang, do you have to have a concealed carry permit in Texas to have a gun concealed in your vehicle or on your person? In your vehicle, no. On your person, yes. Okay? Yeah, if you want to carry one with you in your purse or on your body, you got to have a concealed carry permit. Todd Dunn, solar, boondocking. Rusty, you're looking at the amp draw, system of kilowatt. You have to multiply by 10 to get 12 up. No, actually, what I've done, I just use watts now. I just go to watts. All that stuff I was doing with the kilowatt gives you a lot of information. And I know there's a conversion rate from 12 volt to 110 or 120. But when you look at the watts, watts are watts. Okay. So that's what I'm doing now, and everything. Well, the bottom line is it's working. That's all I need to know. I mean, I can sit here and do math all day long and count numbers and use the kilowatt. And I thought about that yesterday after I did that video. Was the bottom line is it's okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can study something to death, and so I've give up on the kilowatt. Just put it away. I'm going to use what I want to use, and if the solar's not enough, I'll get some more, and if it is enough, then I'm fine. Engine 1, gun laws, if they break into your If they break into your castle in Texas, they must first break the plane of your house. Any part of their body must break the plane in order to shoot, as per my CCL class, for your information. Thank you. Well, all you got to do is just drag them in the house. Cohen's Travels, Gun Laws, thanks for the info, D. Something. Thank you. You're welcome. DR Green, Solar, Boondocking, Rusty, do you know /test the wattage draw on your little included refrigerator? Just curious. I looked at them at Walmart. The spec plate indicated 60 watts. Yeah, that's right, 60 watts, because I checked it with my kilowatt thing. Yeah, it's almost identical to the Dometic CF18. So yeah, it's possible to run it, but I could only run it. Okay, and that would be. I mean, I could I could just run that refrigerator, but to run them both, I would need a little bit more solar. And right now, the Dometic CF18 is doing the job, so good to go with that. Gun Laws, it says this is hot and limited. Rusty, if you have a license to carry, you can carry concealed or open carry in Texas. You don't need to have it concealed. Yeah, if you have a license. Sharon Anderson, Tiny Homes. Well, since it has a separate bedroom, I guess okay, but for the price, I would rather have an RV. Well, yeah, you could get a lot of RV for $36,000. That's true. Shift into high, solar, boondocking. So you are converting stuff. Cool. Good intel on the watts and amps. Good to know solar works. I think you figured it out. Yeah, you guys that are looking at solar, just focus on watts, okay? And if you got a solar panel that puts out, say, I've got a 120 watt solar panel. It's 260 watt panels. Well, you're not going to get 120 watts probably ever. You know, it's rated at that. And but you know, if you got 80 watts, okay, and you're using 400 watts a day, you need 5 hours of good sunlight to fill your battery back up. That's all you need to know. So just, you know, you can focus on, you can do whatever you want to do, but if you just focus on watts, it's easy to find out what the wattage is of different things. And yeah, just you know, but you know, the battery has amps. See, there's the confusion. The battery is in amps, but if you know that you're using 400 watts a day and your panels are putting out 400 or 500 watts a day, then even, you know, even at say 60, you know, just use 60% or 70% as a rule, and that'll you should be pretty comfortable with that. This is Flying Cat 2054. This is RV van, car, something. It says, yeah, humidity is a real problem if enclosed in small areas. Will mold everything eventually. Yeah, that's true. You know, and whenever you use propane for your heating source in an RV, it'll fog up the windows too. Kids Place on Channel 9. This is the pickup camper thing. Can you drink alcohol back there and not get a DUI? In Texas, you can. You know, because if you know, in Texas, as long as you're parked, if you're camping, they're not going to bother you. Well, I don't know the letter of the law. They could probably do anything they wanted to, and then you'd have to come up with a defense in the courthouse, cost you a fortune. I see you 812 insect extinction. It should. Oh, I was talking to a girl somewhere out in New Mexico. This guy says you should have invited her to your room for drinks, and I hear you. Cargo trailer, Super Duet 4. Rusty, do you remember if these beauties are insulated? I hate to hassle with tanks and so much else. This is really inspiring. Thanks once again. Well, when you say insulated, you'll have to check that out on your own. Okay, I remember doing the video, and you know, they have walls, but I don't know if I doubt if they have any insulation because they're just cargo trailers. But you can check it out. Maybe they do. Edward Marr, M-A-U-E-R, M-A-U-R-E-R. My home base says, living my plan in 4 more years. Great job. Well, yeah, it's a good target, Edward, and so go for it. Says, how did you do your driveway and pad? Well, the driveway, I just drove in and made a driveway by driving in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. And then there was a guy doing a paving job for my neighbor, and when he got through with the job, he had some leftover road base. And he came over and asked me if I wanted him to, he would give me a hell of a discount to put that on my roadway or my driveway. And so I did. It cost me $800, but he bladed the driveway down about this much and then put in that road base and packed it with, they had a steamroller, you know, one of those big heavy things that they use on, you know, road jobs. And yeah, there was about 12 guys here for 3 hours, and yeah, they fixed up the road nice. It's really nice. But yeah, it was $800. I didn't do it. Karen Hart, solar boondocking, went to a mini RV show up in Vallejo Fairgrounds, North San Francisco Bay Area today to see what's out there under 20 feet. Every one of those things had a TV and a microwave oven. They all do, man. I'm telling you. They stack that on because they charge you 4 prices for something you could get at Walmart, you know. And it says, I don't plan on camping where you plug in, so what a waste of space and resources. Yeah, I came to that conclusion after I bought my first RV, all that crap. I didn't want it, but you couldn't get an RV without it. You know, they just pack it on, man, just like a car. You go buy a car and you tell them you don't want a radio, you know, you don't want, you know, name a few things. I can't think of any, just a radio, or a lot of stuff it has, and they can't take it off. This is Bill G. 1527, gun laws. And if, God forbid, you ever have to use deadly force in your home or car, please follow these simple rules as to what to say in that event. Officer, I felt that my life and or my family's was threatened, and I stop the threat. I will be happy to answer all your questions when I have legal counsel present. That is all you have to say. No, that's true. You know, the less you say if you're interviewed by the police, the better off you are till you have legal representation. Because if you say it, you know, without legal representation, then you could get yourself, you could talk yourself right into jail. No, just be careful what you say, okay? Yeah, good point, Bill G. 1527. Yeah, be nice. I'll be happy to answer your questions as soon as I get a lawyer and have a lawyer present. Yeah, that's pretty smart. David Solomon, comment call. Battery direction response to Bill's question. Why can't the batteries all go in the same direction? I'm not sure what we're talking about here. Most battery-powered devices are wired in a series circuit. I don't know what to say. Anyway, David, I'll have to read that one later. Shoot 'em good. That's all I need to know. Yeah, you want to be the only one talking to the judge. This is on the tab New Camp. This is Don Depp. These tabs and little guys made by Liberty Outdoors are really the bomb. They have an appeal that goes pretty deep. They're not just a camper that you sleep in. They are a cultural phenomenon that induces a feeling of must-have that we all associate with really cool stuff. It's probably because of the extremely well-made construction and the layout. I've seen so many different versions, and I've tried to track down all the colors available. I watch practically every video on these things, and I definitely want one if I only use as a sleep capsule while I build out my tiny house that is currently sitting on my girlfriend's property awaiting me. Yeah, those are really neat, the Tab New Camps, but they're about $28,000 to $35,000, a little pricey. This is Frenetic Geek Tiny Home. She says at 9 minutes and 15 seconds, I said Z-style shut. Oh, she says they're Z-style shutters. You're welcome. Well, you're welcome too, Frenetic. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Scotty Thompsons. Scotty Thompson says, cool comment call, Rusty. Beautiful scenery, warm day for today in Superior, Wisconsin. Friday, March 2nd, 2018. Well, that's good. Cool comment call, Rusty. You're very funny, Rusty. Cool solar boondocking amp usage by appliances talk, Rusty. Cool gun times Texas. I can't get, yeah, A something. He didn't finish. But anyway, thank you for all your comments, Scotty Thompson. And I'm glad it's a warm day in Superior, Wisconsin. You've been waiting for it, haven't you? We got 3 more. This is DKH 1020 Gun Laws Rusty. Texas is an open carry state now, as long as you have the license. That's true. So I do not have to conceal my weapon in my vehicle. That's true. If you have a concealed license, you don't. Do I conceal my weapon? Yes, I do, and would never openly display it in public. That's good to know, DK 1020. This is Dawn Moser on Craigslist scams. Nobody tells their pity party story to sell something unless it's a scam. I've been shopping around, same guy, I've been shopping around and never knew this. I'd never send money to no one through though ever. Great job. No, there's so many scams out there, and believe me, the whole thing is, you know, there's only, let's just say on the bell curve of life, you got 4% of the people that are totally idiots and don't know what day it is, and then on the other end of the curve, you got people that are so smart that they run the rest of us, okay? And, you know, in between is average Joe. But on both ends, but on the north end where the smart guys are, you're not going to trick them, okay? But on the south end where the idiots are, that 4%. So these guys that are running these scams, they live off that 4%, and that's the way, it's the ocean of life, guys. Big fish eat little fish. And if you're a little fish, you better live in a little pond or a little area where the little fish are, like me. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, oh, hold on, hey Google, tell us a joke. You're asleep.
This might make you laugh. Why did the cookie go to the hospital? Because it felt crummy.
Damn. I know the lighting sucks. I look like, anyway, I don't care. It's cold in here, still cold in here. But anyway, what else? Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, bye, bye. Anything you want, but use the link to Amazon products in the description of my video, because I get a small commission and it doesn't cost you a thing. Some of you guys must have used it yesterday because there was something there today. Thank you very much, Pat, Pat, Pat. I do appreciate it very, 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 very much. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It will help you avoid gout, whatever that is, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water, and that's good if that's what you need to do. And then also take deep breaths. Breathe in deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress. Do that several times a day, and that also lowers your blood pressure. It's good for you, man. Check it out. And what else? Stretch, 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 walk, 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 do all that stuff. Keep your body in motion. Why? Because that's good for you too. Help you live a little bit longer. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind, because what you let in are ingredients. And don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. Stay positive. Don't let them dump that crap in there. Same way on TV. The talking heads go off on a rant. Shut her down, babe. It's your TV, you own it. And same way with anything. But having said that, guys, I'm going camping on Monday night and Tuesday night, somewhere over near about 60, 70 miles from here. And again, I'm still off grid totally. So having said that, we'll see how it works. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day, enjoy your life. You're in charge of it, so enjoy it. Adios. Bye-bye.